evaluator tonight. We have Bill Morgan. Bill, would you please introduce yourself?
Alyssa's going to give her speech from the Competent Communicator, the third speech. Her goals in this speech are to get to the point. She wants to organize her speech in a way that best serves the purpose of the speech. She wants to make sure the beginning, body, and the conclusion reflect and reinforce the purposes. The title of her speech is Hunter-Gatherer Vitality. It's 5 to 7 minutes. May I present Alissa Tenorio.
All right. Hello, everyone. I want to tell you, obviously, my name is Alissa Tenorio. Wanted to take you back about 40,000 years to our ancestors. Obviously, hunter-gatherers, kind of one of the reasons why I have on no shoes right now. And imagine what they were eating and how they were getting their food. And I'll tell you that at the end, that little smile. So obviously you have these people and they're getting wild game and they're looking for nuts and fruits and different plant material to be eating. And then fast forward to where we are and looking at our pantry of today and our refrigerator and seeing that there's a big difference between the two, obviously. So what I had done was I had been reading a book that led me to the name Dr. Loren Cordain. And he is a researcher and he's a professor. His life's work is in the Paleolithic diet, and so he has actually produced a book on the paleo diet. And it's not a diet per se, but a way of living differently. And so it surprised me, world-renowned he is. He actually works at Colorado State University currently as a professor. You can look him up. I typed him in and looked at his picture and everything. So what I wanted to give you a taste of is maybe something different than what the American diet is giving us. For example, I had read recently that 70% of what we're eating is in the realm of dairy and different, let's see, obviously the grains and refined sugars, certain refined oils that are not that good for us, in addition to alcohol. So we've got this big 1-2 punch that we're giving ourselves that's not been that good for us. Obviously, you can see what's going on in society today. And if I can give you an example of a dinner, say spaghetti and meatballs with garlic toast, you're putting this into your body. It's a big carbohydrate load, so it turns very easily into sugars. What happens is your body goes, whoa, that's way too much blood sugar level, it's way too high. So it gives you the insulin to bring it down, and then you crash to some extent because there's such an insulin load, and then your body has to kind of bring it up, and it's like this roller coaster ride with different kinds of hormones that are bringing things up, bringing things down. So your body is obviously wanting to be in homeostasis. It consistently wants to be in health. So this roller coaster ride that you may well be giving yourself daily, maybe 3 times a day, ultimately can lead to insulin resistance, which can then lead to diabetes. Personally, I don't have diabetes in my family, but my husband does. So he doesn't have it, but he has it in his family. And I would rather he did not get it. My kids don't get it. So this is one way, the paleo diet, to keep ourselves in homeostasis. So next thing I wanted to tell you about, I'm trying to think where I am. Obviously, one leg of this is the nutrition aspect. There's, of course, the movement aspect of this. Hunter-gatherers didn't sit around, go to the fridge and get something to eat. So the other aspect is just to think about physical activity and how much our sedentary lifestyles are changing the way our genes are even coming to pass. So we're really changing ourselves a lot in a very small distance of time. Agricultural revolution has been happening for the last 10,000 years or so. And we've had a whole lot of other years doing different things, better things. So I wanted to give you an idea of kind of what I do in a day, how different it is than a normal American diet, if you will. So for example, in the morning, I will have kind of like a quick stir fry vegetables. Usually it's leafy greens and some kind of meat in the morning, so eggs or possibly some breakfast sausage. Lunch is usually a big salad and some of last night's dinner meat, and then for dinner I'll usually have some kind of meat with a couple different vegetables. Interspersed throughout that, I might have a handful of nuts here and there, or I might have some fruit interspersed too. And so it is a big change from what we're used to, but it can be achieved. I had started doing it best way for me because I have a pretty busy life. I'm sure everybody in this room does. What I did was I started planning my meals, especially dinner meals, on a Saturday or Sunday. I'll sit down for an hour or two, figure out what I'm going to have, specifically dinner meals. I kind of buy the other stuff as it comes to me in thought. But the dinner meals I have very definitely put down, and I will work from there, and it's more automatic. So that helps me a lot to stick with what I do. So I just wanted to pass these around to see if anybody has any interest in them. These are a couple of paleo diet books, paleo cookbooks. I just got them from the library so you can get an idea of what it takes and what kind of foods are in it. And I hope that you hunt and gather well. And I thank Joanna for this idea because I brought it up to her and she said, why don't you do this? This is awesome. Just do a speech about it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. And I'm around